Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Clarice and I'm a child development teacher, board-certified lactation consultant, and early childhood education advocate. Today we'll be discussing how to encourage independent play in young children. If you want to learn how to implement this in your family, please keep watching. One of the most frequently asked questions I get from parents is, how do I teach my child to play on their own? You may be feeling a little bit defeated, a little bit frustrated because your child asks you to play all the time. You're not able to have time for yourself. You're not able to take care of your other responsibilities, any household chores. When a child isn't able to play independently, it affects the entire family. So before we dive into it, let's get on the same page. What is independent play? It is, by definition, self-chosen and self-directed, independent of an adult. The child chooses what to play and how to play it. So notice I don't say an adult has to be out of the room for a child to engage in independent play. Independent play does not equal unsupervised play. Playing independently is a skill, and it starts as early as infancy. Whether your child is an only child or if they have siblings, they learn skills best in play when there's no adult interfering and telling them how to play or what to play. They are able to practice self-exploration and develop awareness, confidence in themselves, problem solving, attention maintenance, and the list goes on. Play is critical to your life and theirs. So if you're struggling at home, here are my tried and true tips for you. Tip number 1 is pay attention to your child's play environment. The play environment should be a place where your child can play freely without adding stress to you or your child. So get rid of broken toys, place unsafe items out of reach. Ask yourself, are you constantly having to move your child from pushing or climbing or touching things they're not supposed to? Are you constantly having to say no? The idea is to minimize the amount of times you have to say no to your child so that they can focus on their play. And you can do this by setting up a space for play and/or child-proofing your home. Tip number 2 is meet your child's basic needs. A child isn't able to play well if they're hungry or tired or if they have a soiled diaper. So meeting your child's basic needs first prepares their brain and their system for learning. Tip number 3 is provide connection time. Set aside some time during the day to provide undivided attention to your child. No distractions, just time to be with your child to do something they enjoy. So that could be games, books, walks, conversations. This time together fills your child's emotional cup, and they are much more willing and able to play independently. Tip number 4 is set a predictable time in your schedule for play. Children thrive when they know what to expect. So when play is built into the everyday routine, then they can anticipate it, and then it's regarded as part of the day. So then play is more likely to happen. So for example, in my family, after breakfast is a really great time. So what you can say to your child is, after breakfast, I'm going to go wash the dishes while you play, and we can hang out afterwards. Tip number 5 is start with small increments of time. Learning how to play independently requires stamina. They're trying to build focus and energy for it little by little. So start off small, maybe 5 minutes. And then after a few days, you can increase it gradually. You can tell them, I'm going to load the dryer while you play. I'll be back. And then when you're finished, honor your word and then come back to them. They may be ready to connect with you, or they may want to continue playing alone. You can judge for yourself. Tip number 6 is hold your boundaries. Follow through on what you say. If you tell your child, I'm going to wash the dishes while you play, and after I'm done, I'll come back to you. They may want to stay next to you while you wash the dishes, and that's fine. That's okay. That's their choice. Finish those dishes, and when you're done, check in on them. It lets them know that you are true to your word. Eventually, what's going to happen is they begin to trust what you say, and they'll play and keep themselves busy while they wait for you because they know you'll come right back. Tip number 7 is offer open-ended toys. Open-ended toys are toys that can be used in multiple ways versus a closed-ended toy that has one purpose and one function. I'll show you examples of closed-ended toys versus open-ended toys so you get an idea. So this is a closed-ended toy. So you notice it's one function, one purpose. It has an end to it. Puzzles work the same way. So you see, same purpose. The difference in open-ended toys, it has multiple uses. So things like scarves or like poppet tubes or wooden blocks, these are all multiple uses. Children can use their imagination and their creativity to expand on their play. So this is great for longer periods of play. Tip number 8 is move the play closer to you. Your child may want to play in the same room as you, and that's fine. Sometimes they need a feeling of connection and safety in order to play independently. So set up a Lego station while you fold laundry, or bring a bin of wooden blocks nearby while you do morning yoga. Try to be as accommodating as you can during this skill building process. Tip number 9 is don't interrupt your child's play unnecessarily. I can't stress the importance of this enough. When your children are engaged in play, avoid interrupting their play when there's no need. If it's a soiled diaper, if it's bath time, then yes. But if it's to impose our own ideas on their play, then we break their concentration and we send the message that what they're doing isn't good enough. It hinders their confidence and their focus, and they become reliant on us for their play. I hope you found these tips helpful. Remember, these skills take time and it gets better with practice. If you have any topics that you would like me to cover in future videos, feel free to send me an email. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you again next time. Bye.